Now on the last and greatest day of the feast, Feast of Tabernacles, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink." What do you think? Non-denominational?
Non-denominational? Do you have a face mask? It's just a rule on campus. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Non-denominational.
I always tell the Christians, let your light shine. Don't turn on the light and cover it with a bulb. Instead of let it put on a stand, let it shine to everyone in the room. Same way, let your light shine before the people, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. I'll encourage you to let your light shine. Be a witness, in other words. If you don't want to do one-on-one witness, do it indirectly, like writing songs or...
Being kind to people.
Be kind?
Just be kind to people.
Well, you know...
That is how you're redeemed. Faith alone and believing in Him.
Well, redeemed. What is defined to redeem? I have a whole spiel I go through. How do you receive eternal life? How do you say? Jesus says, whoever does the will of my Father in heaven, what we say. And there's others. Job, whoever calls the name of the Lord will be saved. Yeah, so faith.
Can you do good without God? Okay? Can you do good without God, without Jesus? This is a common question. You know, you see good people that are atheists, unbelievers, and they look like they're doing good. Okay? But Jesus says this: a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine. And Jesus says, I'm the vine and we are the branches. If a person remains in me and I in them, they will produce much fruit. But apart from me, Jesus says, you can do nothing.
So if an atheist does something good, it's not good? Is that what you're saying? An atheist does something good for someone, it's not good?
Well, what's the definition of good? If you present the gospel, that's good. If you present the gospel, that's the ultimate good, to present the gospel, because if you give them food or money, they'll still die, right? If you give them a water, they'll still get... Yeah, but if you give them the gospel and they accept it, they will not die. So that's what's doing good. But if you're an atheist, how can you do that? Jesus said, apart from me, you can do nothing. So you can't do...
The person who's helping is atheist. But what if the person they're helping already accepts the gospel? So you don't need to tell them about the gospel because they already...
Well, that's all you need is the gospel. Jesus said, why spend money on what is not bread? The only thing you need is the gospel.
So why don't we all just serve ourselves to death on the gospel?
What?
So all we need is the gospel. Why don't we all just serve ourselves to death on
Okay, now, I got a story to tell you. Now, Jesus and his disciples were on their way, and a woman named Martha opened her home to Jesus.
Hold on. Is Martha from the Bible?
Yeah. Martha, whom you disapprove of, had a sister called Mary who sat at Jesus' feet.
Wait, why do we disapprove of her?
Listen to what Jesus said. Are you listening?
Wait, Jesus disapproves of her?
Martha sat at Jesus' feet. Listen to what he said. But Mary. But Mary's sister Martha was distracted by all the preparation that had to be made. She needed to make a meal for 15 people. So she came to Jesus with a reasonable question or request. She said, Lord, don't you care that my sister Martha has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. All right, what did Jesus say? So Mary was just sitting listening to Jesus. Martha was doing all the work. So she came to Jesus to complain. And what did Jesus say?
Wasn't Mary like correct for listening to Jesus?
Oh, you're spoiling the end. Okay, this is what Jesus said. Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Remember we were talking about what's needed? Only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her.